Washington State, Louisiana, and now newly added Hinesville, Georgia, stole from us and continue to steal $800 per month. And at first it was more, but then it retracted fraud identifier 210 to 287. Stop playing in our faces. And then individuals have to miss their bosses because there's a bitch out there from Louisiana that came to Texas or whatever, and she thought she was the head bitch in charge. Bitch, you're not our supervisor. You're not the fucking trainer. You're not none of that shit. Bitch, so get with the motherfucking professional program, period. And no, I'm not gonna be quiet. Come in. No, don't come in the building, you guys. Because Beto, we had the best motherfucking AG before we knew him as governor. We knew him as the fucking AG, when policy laws and everything took place before people from Louisiana and other outsiders, Chicago, because the individual in court try to be like, oh, we're from, I don't give a fuck where you're from, but in Texas, it's about the Constitution, it's about the laws, it's about policy, it's about rules and fucking regulations. Without federal regulations, it's about the laws, period, poo. That's what they say, period, Pew. Oh my God, can you imagine going into a meeting with Tim O'Rourke at Jefferson Parish Juvenile Court, and he's like, we're going to retract this junk from reporting to the credit bureaus because this is not your junk, and we presented our claim fairly. And so then individuals came to Texas, and what did they do? Keep on tracking service members. You're not going to take away 9 years. Harlots are not going to take away 9 years, and we are going to fight for the Constitution. We're going to fight for freedom. We're going to fight for justice, and justice will be served, whether these motherfucking habitual criminals like it or not, Beto. So before you knew him as the Attorney General, he was the motherfucking head nigga in charge. He's not a nigga, but at the Attorney General's office, that is. Basically, we don't know what the fuck Ken doing. Mr. Paxton. Mr. Paxton, what are you doing? Some workers need 3-year training in Fort Worth. Obviously, they need to be fired. It's a tall black gentleman out there in Fort Worth. Yeah, you already know where the building is. He needs to be fired if he's not already fired or whatever. He's like, we need to speak. No, we need to speak about these fake files you guys accepted without using real databases. That's what we need to speak about, sir. All right, this meeting is over, darling. So we're not even going to walk past that second door. Oh, he needs to come in by himself. Oh, so individuals cannot be represented by a third party. Lawyers don't run a show. Excuse me, we have some good lawyers. Y'all know that individuals have mingled with the real attorneys and everything else. Mingle with DAs, mingle with, you know what I'm saying, everything else underneath the sun, the stars, and the moon, darling. Stop playing in our fucking face, Beto. Your colleague stole $90,000 and we want the shit back, or it's going to be some bullshit. So we don't know what they're speaking. So Atlanta does have a real sheriff's department to what's up with the catch and release robbery. Not another one, Tia, and your number one, your numerous of aliases. Darling, stop playing in our faces, Atlanta. Respectfully. And we back the blue, we back everything. What we're not backing is bullshit. Respectfully. So if Beto have anything to address it not to the governor, so address it to his colleagues and address it to his voters, period. And we're not going to be silenced. No, we will not. And I love my boss. Shout out to Patina. We don't care how she voted. It does not matter with that bitch that came from New Orleans. Bitch, you will not sit up there and play in my fucking face and tell me, oh, you need to choose a badge. You have 2 badges, red or blue, whatever. Bitch, is not Republican. It's not no gang in the workplace. Bitch, it's none of your business who we vote for. And then she hit the fucking badge behind her back and she was like, take this one. I'm like, bitch, do you want to fight today, tomorrow, yesterday? Do you want to fight today, tomorrow, yesterday? My boss and other individuals had to intervene remotely because they could see the motherfucking bitches fucking with me as I'm trying to do my fucking work. And this bitch is trying to convince me, someone who's been through the policy. Bitch, I've arrived before you came. Who are you? I've been trained. Who are you? Oh, you didn't do this right. Then my boss saw it. Why are you talking to her? You're not her fucking supervisor. You're not her trainer. She didn't curse. She was like, have a nice day. Bye. I could see her like working remotely. She doesn't have to be in a motherfucking building. Bitch, stop playing with me. Well, we're talking about Beto today. We can talk about a number of things. We can talk about how Greg was the greatest motherfucking AG. We don't know if you passed Mr. Paxton a baton, sir. Get on your game. Respectfully. And it's going to be a motherfucking hoedown, showdown. Individuals are going to get sued. They think this state is getting sued. No, this state is not getting sued, darlings. Washington State, we advise you to sit up there and get control of your dirty motherfucking state workers. That's what we advise you of, respectfully. Or not. Louisiana, respectfully. Constance Jones. I mean, no, that's Hinesville, Georgia. My bad. You said you executed that fake motherfucking OMB fucking document in order to steal individuals' wages. 90,000, and we want it back with penalties, darlings. With penalties, darlings. With the penalties, darlings. And then they think it's a game, bitch. We will fuck Atlanta up. Seriously. Where's Tia, bitch? Come out, you fake peach. Fuck Marlo Hampton. Like, bitch, who are you? Oh, that's RHOA, darlings. So we're going to create our own scripts because the scripts were poorly written, basically. And then these career criminals, habitual career criminals is what we call them, they fled to Washington State. Andre fled to Kentucky. Andre Williams Sr. to be exact. Bitch, who are you? And why did you feel as though that you could sit up and contribute to motherfucking collateral attacks, bitch? Take care of your motherfucking child and or fucking children because it's none of service members' business. And that's on period, poo. What does TSP has to say? Return the fucking monies. They try to send people not a $17 check, darling, that was never ever cashed. So it's sitting up there in the clouds, probably expired at this moment in time and space. So much for the moment in life, darling. Stop playing in our faces. We don't blame all of TSP. We just blame the individuals who are incompetent unless you're a mole as well, basically. Then you're going to sit up there. No, don't hide behind Mr. Austin, Mr. Lloyd. Don't hide behind him. Individuals with 90,000, bitch. Daiquiri Wilson tried with $300,000. Chase dropped that shit like a bad potato, like they knew they should. So it's all about capitalism. So I get your hands out of our pockets, niggas. Republicans didn't start this bullshit. And if they did, Republicans have no problem with coming to the table and correcting and rectifying their rights and their wrongs. They were not wrong because they did not touch these filthy, dirty documents. We have thousands. It just Mr. Peter, do you want it, sir? Come and get it, sir. Fuck the Mar-a-Lago. Seriously, but individuals have, so long ago reported, information. Because we're not going to take any charge for Andre Williams or Tia. Tia, with her number of aliases, she has many of them depending on what type of crime she wants to do. Hotlanta, catch and release, robbery. Not again, darling. Malcolm Elijah Jones. Oh, his baby mama is Mrs. Usury. That is so becoming, darlings. They already fake believe that they knew the system until the fucking system knew them. How's that for DLC, i.e. Departments of Corrections, darlings? The clean way. The proper way, darlings. And don't get me started on Kendrick Ramon Pittman. That other OMB was retracted from AI, i.e. motherfucking advances like General Motors. Where are your CEOs? Where is logistics? Where is the human resources, the real human resources department? Where is the real EIN number on his face on the OMB forms in his absence? So run us the fucking money back. And besides, the administrative powers is non-existent when you're not following your administrative rule, Washington State. And forget that people want to go to real court. We didn't want you to fabricate and pretend to be the senators, rewrite the fucking laws basically without any motherfucking powers. We didn't want you to pretend to, be a fucking Scalia. We didn't want you to pretend to be three branches, bitches. Fuck Washington State. I hope you motherfucking state workers burn in motherfucking evolution and fucking hell, period. And that's on everything, poo, bitch. This has nothing to do with our governor. What say you, Beto? That's your colleagues across the aisle, not all of them, because obviously real progressives would never operate like that because we would think you don't fuck with the middle class or the crumbling middle class who survived the recession, who survived Katrina. And FEMA, where's the $6,000 with the interest? Please run it back. Not counting the fucking laughing, cackling fucking hyenas, Camilla, when we did not want to pledge, darlings. No, not to the AKAs, to some type, five what, darlings? If we were going to pledge, we were going to pledge AKA, but truly, we knew that it was important not to be a part of any type of affiliations, period. Even though back then they actually did community services and they didn't whine about, you know what I'm saying, Project Humanity and rebuilding homes, darlings, getting their fingers dirty. Oh my God, I don't want to touch it. You don't want to touch that bitch. So this is not nonprofit. Get out of here. Stop playing in our face. Southern University. Stop playing in the face. You bitches. Now, FYI, America, I could have graduated in 3 years, and all these cackling hyenas be like, ho, but it took you long. Bitches, and that's the best thing you did for me. Shout out to Letitia Potter. She extended me olive branches, and I'm like, ma'am, you know what? There's something bigger than this, and I need to create my own lanes and set my own table. Oh, don't get it twisted. Letitia is not a Negro, you guys. Hola, ¿cómo estás? I don't know if Letitia speaks Spanish. When you're sick and tired, this is what I want to present to Fox. We're sick and tired of other individuals having to shield us, shelter us, not as though they tried to, but extended olive branches, and it was magnificent. You know what I'm saying? So it was giving Mr. and Mrs. Smith vibes, but not really. Where it gets to, he does monologues. Individuals feel as though these habitual criminals feel as though they can play behind Ricky Smiley's page, but what you want to do is play in our faces, bitches, you fake peach. Fuck that, Marlo Hampton, bitch. We are talking about these fake peaches who sit up there, TYOC, take your own motherfucking charges, bitches, and why are you Tia in Atlanta when you were on fucking parole, bitch? You had an ankle monitor on. They think the queen has the princess does not have an ankle monitor on. The princess knows that she has to be inside, and when she's not inside, the individuals get a little bit nervous, darlings, because they think we're going to pull up on you, bitch. You know, kind of like how Andre or Kedrick or Tory Shaw, who thinks he wants to be a gangbanger, pulling up on a basis, and they would have served and wrote you your motherfucking rights, bitch. Tory Shaw, Washington State, you punk ass motherfucker. Leesville, fucking Louisiana, bitch. Let's get this straight. Sit down, white people. Class is in session. Some nigga shit, spiritual warfare shit, messing with our ancestors type shit. I don't think my Uncle Russell Williams would agree with me cursing like a sailor. However, Navy. Who wants to smoke? Then these hoes in the YouTube street signs are, bitch, catch a motherfucking hiatus. Go on a ride, do something with your fucking miserable life, bitch. You remind me of, you're giving me Tia Shaw, Tia Brunt, Tia Solar vibes, bitch, whatever's in the fucking dirty reports. Submitting fake birth certificates, hitting fucking welfare licks, and it turned into welfare paternity fraud licks. Fuck you, fuck Andre, and fuck the horses you motherfuckers rode on, bitch. A criminal justice class is not going to save you. Shout out to my base service members. Without you, I ain't shit. And shout out to individuals who are not afraid to take orders from a girl remotely. You heard me. Who wants to fucking smoke? They weren't ready for this, leaders of the free world. No, habitual criminals were not ready for this WF. They were not ready for transparency, cybersecurity. They were not ready for streamlining, even though it's been there prior to Y2K ongoing. Plus, they were not ready for audits. None of that shit. Stop playing in our fucking face. Think we're gonna, it's the Republican. There's not one motherfucking Republican mentioned on these dirty motherfucking records that stole from Sergeant Curtis Seiler, Sergeant fucking Gary Thomas Jr. Bitch, now let's get this shit straight, Mr. Robert Perkins. Hey, Team Rob out there in the YouTube streets. How you doing? This has nothing to do with them. I'm just like, join the cyber party. Individuals want other individual life so much, darling. Catch up, like punt that hoe like a football. This is bigger than an NFL, Mr. Roger Goodell. It's bigger than that. Even Jerry Jones know this. Even thank you for the autograph. What's his name? Say his name, you guys. Deion Sanders. He doesn't have anything to do with this, but we appreciate the football from obviously like over 20 years ago. This is bigger than an NBA, LeBron James. Grab your not wine, champagne, sir. How you doing? Not gonna play in the government's face, the base side that is, because we're not taking no bullshit and we don't want the fucking hostages. What are we gonna do with a Tia Andre motherfucking lock them up? We don't give a fuck what their governors do with them. Period. Boyce Watkins, finance PhD, tried to feed us. Boy, not a D1, sir. It has nothing. This is bigger than music, but I am hip hop. If I set beside Governor John Bell Edwards, respectfully, who graduated from West Point, we would say, what's up with the laws in Apollo? What's up with Lynette Florent operating and moonlighting? What's up with Yolanda Smith? Yeah, I know he guilty because look at those fake birth certificates and no social security numbers, bitch. How did you fucking create a motherfucking case in Louisiana, bitch? Fuck you. Fuck you and fuck the horse you rode on. Respectfully, you crooked ass state workers in fucking Louisiana. Louisiana. You remember that commercial? We're tired of your colleagues playing in our faces. We want our $90,000 back. We're not negotiate with these motherfucking domestic financial terrorists and fucking extremists like Grandpa Joe Biden. Please have a seat, sir. The federal department had a chance to regulate and you chose not to because you're like twiddle-dee, twiddle-dum, and you're putting on shade. So let the red states deal with it, darling. Respectfully. We will never disrespect any POTUS, even though he's always sleeping on the job. It's giving me LMA vibes. It's like yeah. It's giving me Felita Hanna vibes. Fake vendors and contractors or whatever you want to hit a federal lick against the Department of Defense service members. Try again, bitch. IBG counseling. Try again, bitch. That's why I don't have any respect for these fucking backsliding. People are like, what's a backslider? Backsliding Negro is a Negro who's full of fucking black hypocrisy and they will fucking engage in distribution. They will engage in distribution of wealth. Even if it's penny wealth, darling, it's just penny wealth, darling. And $90,000 couldn't even buy you an exclusive. Oh, cute infinity, Andre Williams. We like the way you think. Kentucky governor, how you doing? Hey, Malcolm Elijah Jones, think, oh, expunging your rate. That would be easy if you're sitting up there stealing from other sergeants' real actual pet checks or whatever. We don't know what the prosecutors are doing in Washington State. We're just saying that administrative bullshit on the OAH. That's their acronym. Office of what? Administrative what? Girl, stop playing in our faces. It's about law, policy, rules, regulations, real UFSA, real IVD or not. Fuck them kids with Bernie motherfucking. What did he say? That's comedy, you guys. What did Bernie Mac say? He like, fuck them kids. Not like that, you guys. The kids are not individuals, children. So when individuals get up, I'm a lawyer, man. You're not 10. Even Harvey Levin can spot bullshit, basically. Have a seat. Class is in session. Like people on the plantations always feel as though they can come from the get your hands out of our pockets, niggas. We're not doing this to MLK turn the other cheek noise by any fucking means necessary. Individuals are going to defend the Constitution. Individuals are going to defend laws, period, policy, regulations, rules, guidelines. We're going to do all that shit. With or without the mainstream media, because we know that you love to suck on the mainstream media's tits. Because without them, you ain't shit. The real media, darlings. Not this independent bit bullshit that they try to push on YouTube street. What do you push? Pedophilia, bitches. What do you push? We're going to Me Too, but it's going to be for fake, and then we're not going to mention the exploitation, and we're not going to get a trial because we just want to run off on a plug twice and collect the bags. That sounds criminal to me, but what do I know? Because I'm not a wino. No shade, darling. I'm just saying. How are you guys? This valuable lessons, Craig, to be learned. Craig is like, ooh, niece, the tea is piping wet. Hot. I'll introduce Craig to you guys in a moment. You don't know who he is or who he be in these YouTube streets. He obviously have stories to tell about Miss Gladys, and you know that just like tickle my fancy when it comes to the elderly and them being taken care of versus being stolen from. And that's why you have to hide your titties, hide your booties, hide the dicks, hide your wallets. You have to hide all the elderly's assets basically because LaFalita Hannah Pool loves to steal them, and so does Richard Shepard, Washington State, a disbarred attorney, and there's many more. Hey boy, hey. Craig is like, ooh, niece, it is too. I know we're too hot for TV, and apparently we're too hot for radio. Craig, how you doing? Welcome to the behind the scenes of Crowns and Tea with your favorite beans girl, mean girl, your fellas on sweetest tech princess, envy me greatly, probably suspended and permanently banned from Twitter. Shot down my command station, very lovely darlings, but the beat still goes on. Power of the pen. Because individuals are bigger than bloggers, and individuals actually know how to write in order to defend themselves against false claims. How you doing? HEAT, and that is heat. How's that for artificial intelligence? Greg does this much better than I do. Like the Irish Canary curses like a sailor, darling, and I know my grandmother Enola would not to be confused with Andre. That's why DNA is important, darling. Where's the science? Rest in peace, grandmother. We're still standing. Russell. Oh, I can still smell those rifles, darlings. Gunpowder, darling. It was in there. You woke up Roman. Let us know when Washington State is ready to negotiate because apparently Miss Green is like, what this bitch 20 plus fake identifiers. You know, you have to do what you have to do, which is to basically do your own manual auditing, or you can use real databases, darlings. ACES, family, I mean, Sims, it is what it is, darlings. And Constance Jones in Georgia, don't you ever try to pass bogus information off to the state of Texas, bitch, because they've been on the shit well before Y2 fucking K, basically. And if we have any moles in the house, these moles will be removed and they'll be fired. Basically, it's not that hard. It's not that complicated, darlings. Oh, we just know people are guilty. Where's the motherfucking real DNA test, which they really did. They already know the results, you guys. And that's why they did not file them. And that's why they tried to stop service members from engaging in real activities underneath UFISA, basically. Fuck Candace Jones in Georgia. Fuck Tia and her number of aliases. And we don't know if the shirt's gonna get you, bitch. The people will. I mean, the streets will, darlings. Come outside, bitch. If it's up, then it's stuck, darlings. This is bigger than entertainment. I want to sit up there and play in people's face with not an infinity, Andre Williams. Bitch. Catch your motherfucking leans in Washington State, bitch. Bitch ass motherfucking clown is what I call you. Go and sit over there with the fucking manosphere, bitch. Stop playing in our fucking faces. Get them passport bros. Tell them motherfuckers. Some of them are going to have a complicated time getting past TSA, darlings. I'm just saying. We don't negotiate with domestic terrorists and extremists, and I yield back to Congress. And how you doing, Mr. Sleepy Joe Biden? Respectfully, so you are, I'm guessing the POTUS or whatever, sir. I was martial law. It is what it is. We're not going to waste too much time, you guys. So this is a Saturday monologue or whatever. You take it with a grain of salt, darlings, the Irish way. He heard me. Welcome to an exclusive behind the scene of Crowns and Tea with your favorite mean girl, your fellow so sweetest tech princess, aiming me greatly. Never forget it, bitch. Whistleblower, you thought I was on the government, not the government, baby. It's these cackling hyenas, these poverty pimps. It's the scammers who like to abuse sensitive motherfucking social programs, but it's you. What say you fake donkey Rashida Strawberry girl? Stop playing unless you want to pull up to a bumper, baby. In Florida, that is, darlings. Don't hide behind Mr. DeSantis. How you doing? No, I got a jet. Adios. And I don't know if I'm going to be back in these YouTube streets. It depends on how much time that I have, you guys. So this is 2043. Bye.